This is a survey from HubSpot. They went out and did a survey of NPS scores across 44 industries. Who came in last? We did. Now, hopefully for your own situation, you're doing a lot better than this. But on average, the NPS score for the broadband industry, they can look at different segments, -6 and -7. That means we have more detractors than we have promoters. Bottom. Wall Street Journal put out a survey, basically the same survey, in the last 6 months. We came out last. By the way, what was interesting about that survey is the #1 highest NPS score of any industry is breweries. So I don't know. I mean, maybe you guys should open up a microbrew in your home office. But anyway, this is, it's a little bit of an indictment, right, that says we can do better. Now, the beautiful thing, though, is we know so many who we work with who have NPS scores in the 70s, the 60s, the 40s. They also happen to be the companies that are saying, look, we're going to completely reposition ourselves. We're going to change our value proposition. We're going to communicate and engage with our subscribers, and we're going to talk about their lives and how we can make it better. Literally every service provider of the couple thousand customers we have who have high NPS scores, they have made that decision to challenge the status quo and change the way that they engage with their subscribers, to say, look, I understand you, I understand your needs, and I think I have some things that can really help you. So we can challenge the status quo, or we can continue to be the industry with the lowest NPS scores in the world. I think you're all here because we all want to do better, which excites me. So the second really important thing that I took away from George's presentation is a point he made pretty overtly, which is you need to build a long-term relationship with your subscribers. Sometimes we can be in any industry, very transactional. What I love about the Tesla story is that, like, before you can go buy the car, you have to go online, and they ask you questions like, tell us about your energy use. Like, what the heck does that have to do with a car, right? But before you can sit down and say, I'd like to buy a car, which apparently they don't want you to do, but eventually I think they want you to get around to it, they get to know you. Same thing with the Genius Bar. I mean, I went in recently to the Genius Bar, and they asked me a question, and they're like, okay, well, tell us about how you use Apple devices. And I'm like, okay, we've got 5 phones, 5 watches, 5 laptops, 6 iPads, and I'm like, holy crap, we have 22 Apple devices in our home. They start to understand that before they go in and try and sell you something or solve a problem. These are experiences that embed data and insight and get to know you before they go and say, hey, how'd you like to buy a car, etc. Because they're using data and information to build long-term relationships because they know you're going to be back, right? 2 years later, you'll get your car. We know you're going to be back in 6 months when the next Apple Watch comes out. It's really phenomenal. Well, that's really what we're trying to do here with all the advancements that we're putting into the Marketing Cloud platform, is to make it easier for you to maintain a long-term relationship. Enable nurture streams that are based on activity, that are based on interests and their personas. Set it up, you can automate it, you can do things that you could never do if every day you have to come in and basically do it all over again. That's also what's behind our solution strategy. U4, it's one of our blast systems. Most of our customers who come from pure service provider backgrounds, they love the towers, the U6, right? 6 antennas, really powerful. Our goal here was to simply come out with an amazing blast system, deploy it the same way, your teams can do it easily, but it's beautiful, consumer design. So you can go and actually engage your customers and say, hey, maybe you would like some really nice looking systems that you can put on your kitchen table versus in the closet. This is where we're going in terms of what we're trying to do with our products. But it's also, more importantly, what we're trying to do with the app, right? Empowering the subscriber, taking control of their experience, feeling like they have influence on it, and enabling continuous communications. I'll be honest, I'm actually kind of shocked how few of our customers have explored mobile notifications? I mean, literally, in the palm of their hands, they have a phone. It's your dedicated channel. You can send them communications. You can update them. You can start to have a dialogue. I hope we all explore that. I'd encourage you to, particularly, I mean, if you're deploying Command IQ and you've already got Marketing Cloud, it doesn't cost you anything. But it's really a powerful channel that you can use to change the way you communicate. You're not bombarding them. You're giving them information. Hey, this is what we're doing with our service. Here's some new things we're making available, right? And build this from a transactional relationship to something where you're communicating with them on a continuous basis, and you are empowering them to take control of their experience.